Disneyland, everyone. We are on day 3. So we've already done some pretty good things. We already got a boarding group, not an individual lightning lane, a boarding group at group 104 for Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railroad, which is what I really wanted because I want to show you guys that extended queue, and I'm really excited to see it myself. I also picked up jeaniepulsipher, which was $30 per person. So that's at the higher range, the top range for pricing. And then also I picked up a individual lightning lane for Rise of the Resistance. Rise has been a big one for me, and it's been a little bit higher as well. So I went ahead and picked that one up, and I'm not exactly how much that one was. I think that was $20 per person today. But it's worth it. Like that one, it's gonna consistently stay busy, so it's definitely worth it. We wanted to get to the parks a little bit earlier today, which we did, but we weren't able to rope chop it because we were still just a little sleepy. We're still just adjusting to the time zone, but you know, we're on vacation and we're gonna have the fun. So our first lightning lane I picked up was Matterhorn. Matterhorn is down, which I'm hoping it stays down for the next hour or so. I'm hoping it stays down for a little bit. I see them testing the vehicles though, because if our group is called, if our time is up and the ride is still down, they'll give us a multiple experience pass, which then we can use on it later or on a bunch of other different rides. So we're gonna go ahead and hit up Fantasyland first because all the wait times are lower. And then there's no lightning lanes for those rides. So this is a good time while wait times are low to hit those up now. Alright, Mr. Toes has got a little bit of a line here. It says it's a posted 15-minute wait. I'd say it's probably 10 or so. It doesn't look too bad. People are still just trying to wind through the extended queue. But I will say, this wasn't ever like my favorite, but I do like it now. Like the more I've kind of rode this ride, the more I actually kind of enjoy it. Posted 5-minute waits, and it looks like we're going to be able to get on the next round. That worked out really great. It was a posted 25-minute wait time. We waited about 15 minutes, and we requested the back of the train, so it was perfect. We still have about an hour till our next lightning lane. I'm gonna pick up another one here within the next 10 minutes. I'm just gonna see with the best available is. I'll try and record it for you guys so I can put it on the screen and show you. And then also, we're headed to Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh is a posted 10-minute wait time, and we're already halfway across the park. We're over by Pirates, so that should be a really easy transition. I'm also debating picking up Splash since we're over here, but we'll see. We didn't bring ponchos today for that, so. And Splash here, you definitely get wetter, so we'll see. All right, we just had a magical ride around the lands. It is time for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad. I'm really excited to try this and see the little differences and see all the different changes. I think it just is perfect for this land. I think it honestly fits in better than it even does at Hollywood Studios. But it looks all fresh and crisp. It actually looks brighter in person than I think it's coming up on camera. But it really is beautiful. And just as a reminder, we did not get in an individual lightning lane for this. We got into the queue. We were boarding group 104, and the time is 11:43, and they called it about 30 minutes ago. As you can see behind me, the park is full. This is a Saturday at Disneyland for sure. On a holiday weekend. We are in a pinch point in Fantasyland, right by the Red Rose Tavern. We have to cross the park completely. We were just in Toon Town, and now we're headed to Galaxy's Edge. Whew, that was a struggle bus. So that is definitely across the park, which means I have rules if I'm crossing the parks when it comes to this. You have to grab a snack. Everybody got an ice cream sandwich. I got a frozen banana. I have to let it thaw for a few minutes, so we're just gonna take our time getting across because it is Saturday on a holiday weekend in Disneyland and it is packed. So we're almost there. Our arrival time has just started about 3 minutes ago, which you have a 1 hour window. So I think we're gonna finish up our little snack while we get into Batu and then enjoy the ride. started going over to the Rise of Resistance. Rise went down, but that's fine because we can use that for later on in the day. Our next thing that we have in line is going to be our lightning lane for the Matterhorn. We did go ahead and have that for earlier this morning. However, the ride was down and got a really late start, so then it was really backed up for lightning lanes. This time of the day, lightning lanes are going to be really backed up. However, Matterhorn doesn't look as bad. So just as long as you can check in and you can keep it at a decent time, you shouldn't have to modify it too much. Okay, so now that we got that one down, we joined a walk-up wait list a little bit earlier and had a 45-minute wait for Carnation Cafe, but we have about 15 to 25 minutes before our name gets called for the restaurant for Carnation Cafe. So right now, we need to pass some time, and I want free things. So we're gonna pop into Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique here, and we're gonna get pixie dusted, and then since we're right here, we're gonna go and do the walk-through attraction in the castle. Alright, so the first thing that we ordered at Carnation Cafe was the fried pickles, and they're the spear, so I'm really excited. And then it comes with ranch and then also like a spicy dipping sauce or like a hot sauce dipping sauce, something like that. It all looks really good. Okay, so I got the patty melt per everyone's request and recommendation. It does have that Parmesan crusted on top on the sourdough bread. It looks very good. The fries are like heavily seasoned. We did get like one bite of our appetizer before our entrees came out, but hey, it looks good. And then my husband got the chicken fried chicken with the white gravy and then mashed potatoes and broccolini. And then the kids both got macaroni, cheese, fries, and fruit. Okay, the patty melt was good, but that winner was honestly the chicken fried chicken. The gravy was like a sweet corn something gravy. I do not like white gravy, but that gravy was next level. And the broccolini was so good. So my husband is right there checking out. And then we decided to ditch out of the parks for a little bit. But before we left, the kids wanted to look at like some toys and hang out, kind of see. We haven't really bought much the whole time we've been here. We kind of wait till like the very end of the trip. So we're just gonna walk around and see what we can find. Maybe grab a dessert on the way out. We are back at Disneyland, and I'm so excited to be back here with you guys. We're gonna jump right into a ton of lightning lanes. I was able to stack them. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to do that because in Disneyland, you have to be in the parks in order to get lightning lane and Genie Plus onto your services for the day. You can't do that at 7 a.m. The only thing at 7 a.m. that you guys can go ahead and pick up right away is going to be your virtual queues, which I will say I was lucky to get that right away today, and I was in the first 100 boarding group. I got so lucky, and that queue was amazing. But we have our first lightning lane of the night, and that is going to be at Space Mountain, so let's jump into the parks. All right, you guys, first question down in the night. When you enter the parks, do you like to go left or right? This is the same kind of question as for Epcot. Do you like to start in Canada or do you start in Mexico? I always start in Mexico. I think there was one trip I I just kept going in Canada and I felt so off. That same when we come into Magic Kingdom or into Disneyland, I always like to go right. I don't know if I've ever entered the parks ever and gone left. But we're just so excited to be back into the park here tonight, and everything is lit up, which you guys know the parks at night is my absolute favorite. And it's just that extra magic that we all need. Alright, you guys, it is Space Mountain time. It is a posted 100-minute wait. Thankfully, we did some booking a little earlier in the day, and I saw this later on, and it was booking out fast. The wait has been consistently long all day. I think the lowest I saw was about 45 minutes, and that was right when we got into the park. So, luckily, we have our lightning lane. I really like this one better. I really do. And normally I like to sit in the front, like right in that very first row, because then you don't know what's coming next and you can just barely see the track. But in the back, it just is like a tail that whips you around, but in a very good way and not too chaotic. I love it. All right, we have about 20 minutes on our next lightning lane. We have, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. It's gonna take a second to cross over the park, which means we're crossing the park and it's gonna take a little bit, and we have the time. It's time to pick up a snack. Guys, if you want a really cool place to have a snack and chill, I'm not saying eat here, I'm saying get snacks and come chill here at night because it is beautiful, the music is great, and the views are fantastic. Okay, so this is like a Oreo, which I think is like the gray stuff. Do not quote me, I'm gonna put it here on the screen. And then it's like raspberry or strawberry, and then cheesecake with like a cookie crust. It looks delicious. The kids got a pretzel, and then this is the 100th pretzel. And everyone that I've talked to and I've read about it says it tastes like a glazed donut. So that sounds delicious. All right, you guys, lighting is not gonna be good, so I'm sorry. Big Thunder went down, which is fine. I'm probably not going to change it on something else. I'm going to probably just leave it as is. If it ends up staying down longer, we might go use it on Haunted Mansion or something. But because I stacked our lightning lanes earlier today for all in the evening, we're going to go over to Galaxy's Edge now, which I love doing at night. So we're going to go do Millennium Falcon, and then we're going to finally go use our Rise, just as long as it's up and going, and go explore that too a little bit more, because you guys know how much I love Galaxy's Edge at night. Man, you gotta love those good cast members. Rise went down shortly after we were getting on to Millennium Falcon. We were like, all right, let's get with the cast member, because I wanted to make sure I gave you guys the right information. So when Rise goes down, it needs about 45 minutes for it to restart everything. So if something goes on the ground, anything drops, anything gets in the way of those trackless vehicles, it goes down. And then they have to restart the entire ride. Which, if you've ever been on this attraction, it is very high tech. There's a lot that goes into this ride. It is very immersive. That is why this ride is so good. So, because we paid that additional $25 times 4 for an individual lightning lane attraction, that was $100. Right when we were getting back over here, the ride went back up, and I went to the cast members. We were about to scan in with our lightning lanes. I said, hey, it's a posted 40-minute wait time. Is it really a 40-minute wait time? They're like, could be 25. Could be a walk-on. Could be less. It's gonna be less. So because we didn't scan in, we're gonna get our additional individual lightning lane back. Or we could go on it twice. That's That's a tough one. I think because we have this at our home park, we have this at Disney World, and we go on it a lot more over there. I think we're just gonna take our money back, but man, that's tempting because they're trying to do recovery with all the individual lightning lanes and making sure they get on, but I bet you guys anything, not gonna be 40 minutes. That is so good. I love that ride so much. I know we're gonna go in and out of life here, so I'm sorry guys. It's just part of the fun, right? We have a little bit of time left. That took about 25 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, so that was really good. Our next lightning lane is for Autopia, because you guys know if I am gonna ride that ride, I do like to do it at night. So we picked up that. We still have a multiple experience pass because Big Thunder Mountain went down. We couldn't use that, so we're probably going to use that on Space Mountain. It keeps going up and down, so we'll have to see. I really did want to go see the fireworks, but again, we'll have to see. I also booked us for Buzz as a backup in case we either don't go to fireworks or my son and my husband don't go to fireworks, and they can then go use me and my daughter's lightning lane plus their lightning lane, and they can go and ride it like back to back, which is just a really fun attraction. That's kind of our family favorite, or one of our family favorites. So I think we're gonna try and make it all the way back over into Tomorrowland. We're gonna sit and talk and kind of make a game plan for the rest of the night. Okay, because we're chilled, we need something to warm us up. The rides were great, and we still have more lightning lanes, but I think we're gonna call it, you guys, after we finish our late dinner. We've been eating so late every single night, but we thought we'd pick something up in the parks because that's just a little better here. Let me turn the camera on and I'll show you what I got. All right, we are at the iconic Jolly Holiday. I cannot wait to show you the cheese ball on this. I've already split one and it's so good. I got the grilled cheese tomato soup, and then we also did a kids meal which came with a yogurt and a carrot, and then they picked mac and cheese. And my kids, good. The yogurt's good? Good.
Yeah, strawberry.
Nummy.
Strawberry, dude.
Good. Good job. So what I did is I ordered another grilled cheese, which they're splitting, and then my husband got, it's not barbacoa, I can't remember, I'll put it on the screen here, and then it came with like the juices, just like the tacos at California Adventure, to dip it in. So I want to try that too, but I'm going to literally show you this cheese pull because it looks so good. Oh. So,
like this.
Okay, that was a dud. I'm telling you though, the other one, okay, look at that one. That one's pulling way better. It really has a lot of cheese. Maybe mine has just been sitting a little bit longer, but I'm sure it's going to be delicious. We can't come to Jolly Holiday without trying the Matterhorn macaroon. It's very dense and very, very large. Like, I will say it is much bigger than I thought. All right, you guys, we grabbed more desserts to eat in our hotel room, and I think we're heading out. We're just chilled. We're kind of just having like the Disney highs where we're just like, everything's like magical and pixie dusted and amazing, and we kind of want to leave on that note. And again, I think we started this vlog by talking about, do you enter in the left or do you enter in the right? Same with exit. Most of the time the exit, you always have to go on the right side, but I always leave on the right. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog in part 2 of Disneyland, our second day at Disneyland. If you haven't already done so and you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and give it a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe, turn that notification on, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.